Hello, welcome back to James Plays Caesar for the Republic. We have one final conquest is needed to secure Rome's dominion over Europe. The glory of the Republic cannot be denied as Rome's reach extends to Brittainia. We're going to be playing a military mission, Londinium, the ancient beginnings of the great city of London, I guess. And this is a great mission. It's a fun one. I did the run through as usual, and man, I knocked it out of the park in just a few minutes, it seemed, and I was done, so it was quite easy. Then I did a recording, as is my habit, and things didn't turn out too well. Security went to 0 and stayed at 0, and I couldn't get it to budge. Made me stay up all night trying to win. I should have won, and I couldn't win. So I looked up security on a site called Caesar Heaven. And this was an old site they had up that gives you tips, and it's like a dictionary for you to help understand the game, I guess. And I looked up security, and I was saying in the recorded version that it was kind of arbitrary and bad game design, because if you have something that's arbitrary and you don't know how to fix it, because there's really no fix. I spammed prefectures, I put in temples of Jupiter, I raised wages and lowered taxes. I did everything I could, and it still didn't work. And I looked it up, and it said that it's the happiness of your citizens. There's something basically wrong with your city when that happens, and you have to find out what it is and fix it. There's something that's making your citizens unhappy, and there's many, of course, things that could be the problem. One could be too many people, too high a population. So it takes a little finesse, and you have to kind of build it right. It's like chess. I never studied openings in chess. I'm self-taught in most of the things that I do, and so that's somewhat limited. My songs are derivative of folk music styles because they're easy to play. My Caesar 3. I never studied Caesar 3. I never studied chess openings and all that. And so, I'm a good chess player, but I'm not the greatest because I didn't study it. That's not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to play it. And the same with Caesar 4. I didn't want to study it. I just learned by playing it. So I hope I can have another experience here that's not quite as frustrating and try to use all my Caesar 4 skills to build a good little city. This one is not demanding. It doesn't have to be huge. And if I do it right, it's easy. If I do it wrong, it isn't. And I promised that I wouldn't delete games that went bad, but I didn't think this was very entertaining. I got quite frustrated, and so I thought I'd try it again and maybe do it right this time. Let's see. Let's hope. Let's get started. Londinium. The previous governor of Brittainia was charged with building a colony at Londinium and maintaining the Britannic sea transport fleet. Within days of his arrival in the province, the former governor lost most of these ships in a storm, as well as gave up his entire treasury to a band of raiding Britons. Rome has since reassigned him to be an animal entertainment specialist in the employ of a Colosseum. Governor, Rome needs a strong hand to recover from this debacle, and you were recommended as someone who won't falter when faced with challenges. Therefore, you are to take charge of the province of Brittainia, construct a city at Londinium, prepare timber for Rome's shipwrights to replenish the fleet, and see what you can do about the unwashed barbarians who we suspect will attack Londinium again, unless dealt with firmly. Succeed in Londinium, and attain the glory and thanks of Rome. Fail, and perhaps Rome will have the pleasure of seeing a governor versus governor fight in the arena. Wow, threats. He's threatening us. We better do it right this time. 25 culture, very low culture rating. 50 security. Now, security was the problem, but well, we'll see. Prosperity, 30. No, it's not going to need a million villas. Favor, 45. That's fair to middling. 2,000 people can do that. Well, let's begin again and hopefully do it right this time. All right, Stonehenge. Isn't that great? They had to know when the solstices were, so they could know when to plant crops. So they built themselves a stone calendar. Isn't that awesome? Ah, yes. Here we have some trees. And out here we have even more trees. Big swath of farmland. Clay. We got clay. Okay. We got nothing across the river there. I don't think we need to build a bridge even. The Britons come from over here, I believe. Looks like we got some marble up here. Did you notice? Marble. And what else? Hello, there's a little iron mine right there. Excellent. I honestly think that... Oh, there's another one. Okay, there's two. It's funny, though. I mean, I guess it's okay if you're building over here or something. Now, I built my city last time in these trees, and it was a nice place for a city, but it was a little cramped, to tell you the truth. And I know they're coming from over here, these big old rocks here. This time I think I'm going to build my military over here. That's a good idea. But it starts with this road to the coast. This is our industrials, right? And we sell some, we sell some, whatchamacallit? Marble. We sell some marble. So, make some money in the early game is rough. So, we're going to put 2 marble guys down there. Marble quarries, camps. Be a little more specific here. I'm kind of vague sometimes. And we'll go up here to our empire map and see Londinium here surrounded by enemies. And here's our first trading partner. I guess this becomes Belgium in the day, but back in the day it's Belgica. They want 40 clothes, so they're not the marble guys. Lugdunensis, our old pal, wants 10 marble, and Aquitania wants 20. So let's marble it up here. Get that one. And Lugdunensis, or Lugdunum, get that one. That's the marble. Lusitania wants weapons and armor. And one of these guys gives us iron and the other gives us timber. I know one of these get... Oh, we have iron. That's right. They don't give us iron and timber. That was the last game. Okay, James Antonius, your mind is going. You have to forgive me. My mind is going. Right? I'm getting confused with the last mission. Oh, we have timber and we have iron to spare. So we're all set. Let me continue on with this silliness. Here we go. I'm gonna get a couple of trading ports here. You got this one. And you got this one. I think they can sit side by side. There you go. Get my road. Sell, sell. 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 And I know Caesar does ask for marble, like maybe once. So, down here, We'll make them walk all the way down here. And we'll set it for marble. Very good. Marble. And we'll also have our weapons and stuff out here as well. Let's put that over this way a little bit. Just to get away from those rocks. Right? And we'll go, if they'll let us. Yeah. Iron mining camp. Look at that. You can't do it. Well, we'll just put in one for now. For now. And there's no reason not to hook these guys up. It's a nice long road they gave us. I didn't build that road. So there's that. And on this road, maybe we'll do it like this. Come on up here. And we'll put up a... Whoops, I always do that. Shut it off for no reason. Annoying. A couple of these. And we're also going to do Caesar's Reserve. And we're going to put it right out here. You know how we do it. Put a couple timber camps here. For no one but Caesar. '39 BC, so it's a rough time for the Empire. Julius Caesar's been assassinated in the Senate. Civil War rages on. First, Brutus and the boys get chased out of town by Mark Antony and the mob. They have this huge funeral, spontaneous funeral, where the people of Rome threw all this wood and stuff on the funeral pyre and made a huge fire on Caesar's funeral pyre. And old Antony gives that speech: "Friends Romans, lend me your ears. I come not to praise Caesar, but to bury him." And then Brutus gets up at the funeral and says, blah, 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 republic this, republic that. Had to run out of town before the people killed him. Traitors. Romans didn't like traitors too much. And after many years of strife and civil war between everybody and anybody, Mark Antony and Octavian Caesar and all that, you know the stories. What is this warehouse for? You know what it's for. It's for wool. Which of course means we also have to add in. Haven't even built the city yet. We got to do all this stuff. And there's a lot of prep here. We got to have a sheep farm, and we got to give it sheep pasture. Some foolish legend of a bad governor gave sheep farms cattle pastures. He's an animal specialist in the Colosseum, or a galley slave. All right, now we got to have a little protection out here in the form of firemen, policemen. Guy's got a lot of jobs: firemen, policemen, militia, okay, engineer's office. And there is an invasion, and it's quite an invasion coming. So I believe we have to really concentrate on our military. We have a bit of a money maker here, but we could use another, especially making weapons. But we need those weapons for the military, right? So let me see. Do I want to cram the city in right here like I did before? Or maybe, just maybe, do it here. I still got these mountains here, but we could go back this way into the trees here. It's not so bad. This looks like a pretty good area right here. I'm going to try it. What do you say? Let's go for the gusto. Up here. Pile in some guys. What about going this way? Is there a big rock there? There is. There's that one. You can't build on that. You can on these, though. So that's kind of the barrier. So let's go like this. It's a long way to Tipperary to this river up there, but I guess we can afford it. right? We're going to put some upper class on this side of the Rubicon. On this side of the road, right? And we'll go up this way. Don't want to, I'm going to try to, look at these guys are facing the wrong way. Darn it. Yeah. I can't be having that. It's just me, because it doesn't make any difference at all, but I got to have them facing the road. It would just look funny to me. Sorry. Wasting Caesar's money. Being stupid. Okay. I should know better. I got to be facing the road. There we go. Like I say, I'm a little down on myself. I failed miserably at the last recording, so let's hope this one's better. I'm a little disappointed in myself. Couldn't keep my citizens happy. Some multiverse, there's a governor rowing a galley into battle, ramming speed, because he was a failure. Okay. Oh, look at that. That's not right. Somebody's wrong. Ah, darn. Oh, governor. Well, it's been a long week. Kind of tired. That game kept me up until 5 trying to fix it. I thought I was on the verge of victory, and I was on the verge of... I snatched defeat right out of the jaws of victory. Okay. There, finally. We're encroaching on a little bit of farmland, but who cares? Just a little. There's plenty of farmland. And this will be a little less cramped. I think this will be a little better. A little farther to go for water, but I mean, them's the breaks. Here we go. Good. Middle class houses. And this doesn't have to be a huge city. The metrics are pretty low as far as culture and prosperity. I need a couple of villas maybe. I put one in both of the cities, both of the run-throughs I did previously. I think we could use 2. It wouldn't kill us to put in 2. And that'll make it easier to gain prosperity soon enough. So I think part of my security problem was that it took me too long to build the city. If you do it quickly, security shoots right up and you're good. And it did that in my recorded version, second version too, but I took too long, I think, and it tanked. I'm not going to put the tax office in here. I'm going to put Ceres in there. Put the tax office somewhere else. Why is that? Oh my God, Mars is wrong. See that a little bit? Threw me off. I'm just in too much of a hurry here. Trying to get to the good stuff. Now, the recorded version, I told some good stories too about my theater days and stuff. I'll try to remember to tell you guys about it. It's pretty cool stuff. A little synchronicity. You know what synchronicity is? Meaningful coincidence. I hang my hat on that. It's a cornerstone of my spiritual faith. I love all things symbolic anyway. Dreams, tarot, I Ching, psychology, word association, technique, hypnosis, all that kind of stuff. Reincarnation. And synchronicity, meaningful coincidence. So when the universe does something that's weirdly coincidental and it seems like it's got a message for you, a private joke between you and the universe. That's good stuff. I think I told the story about Meet Me at the Roscoe. It's a good story. Okay, there we got our basics down, the Jam Antonius blocks and plazas. Okay, so just for a guide, we put this out here, and it's a bit of a trip with the aqueduct, but we're given enough money, I think, to handle it. I want to go back out away from the city a little bit, but not too far. Oops, it shifted. Did you see that? Look at what I'm doing here. Yeah, okay. Thought that mountainous area might be getting in the way, but it isn't. Just in case you want to put something in there, we want to get back a bit. This is going to be a major expense, and we got him right to the rocks, of course. Okay. Doo-doo-doo. What fun. Can I hook it in there? No. There we go. I had no sense having this extraneous, even though it cost me 12 dinero for nothing. Alright. There's that. We got everything but, what do we need, folks? You got it. We need some food. Let's put the food market off this plaza. Right here. Okay. That's good. It's right on the plaza. It's right where it probably would be, right? In a real city. And our granary to collect the food. It's got to be right there. Looking good toward the farmland. Oh, we already got our sheep going. Good. Well, we don't have it going yet. We didn't turn it on yet. And we'll put the big 3. Get us started. We got ourselves a grain farm. Vegetable farm. And a cattle farm. Maybe 2 cattle farms, just for fun. And we're going to definitely need to make a wall through there. Keep that in mind. So, let's put that sheep farm, a sheep pasture, excuse me, over here. We'll put it over here. That's just as good. That way we have plenty of room. I might even invest, although it's a bit of an investment, in a gatehouse. Just to remind me, I got to get a wall through here. And just put a couple ears on it. Oh, I'm spending an awful lot of money. Darn it. Really? Look at that. Stupid mountain. That work? Yeah, that works. Well, I am just not being Mr. Caesar for today. I'm making all kinds of goofy mistakes. Well, maybe if it doesn't work out, I can erase it. You'll never know. Okay, I'm going to have a wall go through there, so if we put that on this side of the road, that'll work, right? We don't want the wall to go over this way, through this. Yeah, there we go. Now we can get through there. Nice. Like this. Like that. Right? Then we don't have to take up the farmland. Right? Okay. And we're going to want to go up here and build a wall up here with some towers in it, because this is where they come from. They come in force. I'm going to build my military over here. Now, last time I built the city way over here in these trees here, and I built the military up here, but it took forever to get across, so there was that. So we got food, we got water, everything but the fountain. Fountain in. No need for a mob scene. There we go. And I like to put a little plaza around the mountain. Got our plebs, our working class. We got our equites or equites or whatever they are. Middle class guys. And we got clothing to make. We can make clothing. We'll put it down here. So I guess we can get another sheep farm going before we turn it on. Why not? We got $2,000 left. We're good to go. So, oops. The right screen here. We get the sheep farm. We'll do another thing of sheep's down here by the shore here, where we can put in a couple of trade ports that just want clothing. There's one Belga that wants clothing, so we got a sheep farm, sheep pasture, good. And of course, the warehouse for wool. A little bit of wool. It'll be a ton of wool, but we'll use it. Alright, now we need something for the city too. We need some clay for the city. So, I guess we'll go there. Like this. Yeah. One more thing. We still got over $1,000 is all we need to get started. And we'll do some clay for the city. Nobody wants clay, so we're good. Factories. Pottery barn. I call it pottery barn. It's pottery factory. We'll use 2. And one more thing. Okay, we're getting down there. We got to start it up here. Don't worry, we'll start it up. But what do we need, folks? You got it, King. We need a basic goods market. If we're going to make pottery, we might as well have a place to sell it. Make our people pop up. Put that in there. Set it for the basic goods, and we're good. And the luxury goods can wait just a little while till we get it going. Clothing, olive oil, and pottery. Basic goods. That's all you need. And I like to put a road around it just because it gives it a little more access, but I just think it makes it look good. I'm trying to make it look real. And cannot forget, as I often do, just a little hint of Caesar's divine presence as the tax office. It'll tax that. He'll walk over here and tax these guys, and we'll put another one down later. So I think that's a good start. We've got the wall started. So let's get it going and pray for the best. All right. It's a little better than over there. Yeah. I think they come from over there, though. We'll watch them come in. I know they're coming in from over here. See? I gotta go get some water. I'll be right back. It seems to take about a half an hour to get it going. And we got it going. Now they're coming in. Don't worry about the puffs and everything. We'll get a couple of fires going and stuff before they get situated. But we got an engineer's post and we got a policeman in the Jam Antonius Plaza right here. Got a clinic, but they'll still get plagued. Okay, got to get it all up and running. Let's go. Even got the wall started. That's good. It's a military mission. They don't show up for a while, and they give you plenty of warning, but it is the highest priority to get a military up, also to make sure you're feeding Caesar some timber to replenish the fleet that was lost in the storm. Bad karma there. Now, can that guy get to the sheep? Yeah, I might want to put him outside the city. Let me try that. Alright, like over here. Closer. And then we'll let the cart guy take it to the warehouse. Whoops. 500 people. Thank you, people. Hopefully they're happy. Okay, there you go. That's better. This is ridiculous out here. I'm not going to do it. Take them out. Now, it's going to take them a while, but I guess we could do this. This will be cool. What's that? Is there a guy standing there or something? Okay. Oh, there's a sheep there. Oh, wait a minute. We can't do that. The wall's gonna go there. Well, maybe later we'll put a gatehouse in and connect that road up here so it can get to these warehouses. But I don't know. You can go from there into here to put the wool in. And we'll put the wool in this one. Put the iron and timber in these guys. Timber. Yeah, good. Yeah, just its proximity is closer, a little more efficient. Now, where are we going to put our? Oh yes, out here. The warehouse is here. That's a bad place for those warehouses completely. You know what? Can I afford to X them out? I don't like them there. I want them over here. Boy, I have been a bad boy. But I want them over here. Because I have to build weapons, both for export and for the military. So I want them to have access down here toward the port and out here on this side of the city for the enemy. So iron, right? And this is timber, right? And this is wool. Doesn't really matter. Just want to get it right. Wool, timber, iron. I'm gonna put some marble in there. It's all right. They'll put it in here. They'll get the memo soon. Now, that story I was going to tell you this time is make sure I get this one. I told you the one about Marpac Industries, right? I think I told you that in Cathargo, with all the factories. Well, this one's from my college days, my theater days. I told you before about Live Adventure Theater. And we went one year. Friends of mine we converted a chicken coop into a tavern. And we had a lot of fun chasing the demon Dirkus, which is sacred backwards. I was just a player. I didn't do much design in this one, although I did help with special effects. We had some fun special effects that we used. And it was kind of a Frankenstein story, kind of a demon story, and I played this demon hunter, Asilomar, which is a name I borrowed from Asilomar Beach in California. But it's a good name. So Asilomar, the demon hunter, right? And I went and chased down the demon. Oh boy, I mean, especially the Thorpe brothers were beautiful friends of mine that were so creative. These guys were great. They were jewelers and woodworkers and artists. Jimmy Lee Thorpe and his friends, Mickey O'Kennedy and others, made a 10-foot tall dragon that we hung in the rocks in cliffs of Stone Mountain Farm, with all special effects and everything. We really went for it. And we create these spontaneous dramas. There was no script, the people would show up in costume and character, and we'd subject them to our little drama, and it would last a weekend. Friday, we would feed them and have a tavern scene where we set up the conflict, and then we'd, Saturday would be the adventure itself, where people would go out into the woods and find treasures and clues to solve the problem, and Dirkus would show up in his scary mask and robes, and they had a tape recorder hidden inside his robes that made all these spooky sounds. It was fabulous. I mean, they really did it. I was just came to play, and I, of course, played it to the hilt and had a best of times. And then Sunday, you get around the fire and you talk about the experience and what fun you had. And Saturday night, you have a little bardic circle, Billy Thorpe called it. It's you get up and sing your song, or you can tell a tale, you can talk about your character or about your experience of the day if you want, but you can just sing songs and recite poems, and people come up with all sorts of little skits and stuff that they did. I loved it. It was one of the best times ever. And the rain falls, as it often does, on Brittainia. Okay, we got 111-11. Talk about synchronicity. That's 11-11. Alright, got a fire, but the boys put it out. Good. Got some evolution going. They got some pottery. Excellent. We're just waiting for our basic goods to start coming up here. Iron, timber, wool. Got no wool, but it should come. Sheep farms are working on their wool. Okay, we got what things well in here. Excuse me. So, unfortunately, Sunday comes, and Sunday morning's kind of nice. We all have breakfast. Everybody's camping in the woods. Most people, the owners of the farm, of course, live there. They have a house there. But the rest of us were all camping out. It's great. It's fun. But Sunday morning comes, and sadly, you have to pack up your tent, put your costume away. We didn't bother getting into our street clothes. We just wore our costumes home. And we're still in costume when we were driving home. And driving up Route 17 in western New York State, coming back from the event that was out in western New York somewhere. And we're coming. We got riders. Oh, I missed them. It's hard to get them on medium speed. Let's slow them down. I like to listen to them rant and rave.
What is there to smile about?
Sure, I trust the gods to keep me healthy, but I'm pretty sure the rest of the city could use more healthcare.
So many people are out of work, it's no wonder there's so many troublemakers keeping me busy.
See, that's a good hint about security. If you got people out of work, they're not going to like it, But not much we can do. Let's keep going here, guys. I hope it's not arbitrarily pausing again like it did in that other game. But where was I with my fascinating story? My fascinating story, we're going to put a gatehouse here and then bring that wall down here. And then we're going to put towers in it. And, well, we got time for that. We don't have the money for it right now. Timber is getting ready to be sent to Caesar to replenish the fleet. People are going to want, what are they going to want? They're going to want a bathhouse, and it's going to go somewhere in here. But we can put a school in. Let's do that. We'll do the school odium thing just to keep them happy. School. Give them some jobs. Odium. Yeah, we'll put the odium in here. That'll make them happy, and then the middle class won't leave because they'll have some entertainment. It's not much entertainment, but it's some. Okay. It's important. It's the beginning. So we're riding up Route 17, coming home in our costumes, and we see a sign that says, "Meet me at the Roscoe." I didn't know what that meant, but okay, meet me at the Roscoe. Go on a little farther, another sign, "Don't forget to meet me at the Roscoe." On a little farther, and next thing you know, there's the Roscoe. It's a diner. And we were kind of hungry, so we pulled in our wizard costumes, and I think my girlfriend Michelle was a gypsy, and me and my demon hunter robes, we go in. And the people in the restaurant, say what you want about folks, but no wonder they're rioting. They don't have any fields. I never put the fields in. Why didn't you tell me that, you guys? I'm counting on you. Wow. They are freaking out. Too busy talking about the Roscoe. Meet me at the Roscoe. So we go in. The people were great. They just got such a kick out of us. And they asked what we were up about. And we told them we were coming from this theater event thingy. And they were great. They really were. Salt of the earth people, you know. You can say what you want about the cruelty of human beings, but there's also a innate goodness and niceness in some people that like creativity and like creative folks. Not everybody's against us. So it was nice anyway. We got a great reception, and they got a great kick out of us. They wanted to take pictures and all kinds of stuff, so we didn't care. Go ahead, you can take my picture. And then we're sitting there and we're having great food. If you ever get a chance to go to the Roscoe, believe me, it's excellent food. No doubt about that. So we were having homemade deal, biscuits, you know, the whole deal. It was great. And big old omelet, I think, is what I had, if I recall. I mean, I'm going back 20 years, 30, 40 years now. But anyway, we're sitting at the Roscoe. Is that close enough or not? Oh, it's not close enough? Really? You're kidding. It's got to be close enough. Well, we need guys. There's that. I guess we can put in a couple of guys. Don't really want to. But we'll do that. Oh, we need money. Youch. This beginning is always very difficult. You don't make much money. You can't spend much money. You can donate to the city if you do it right. Hit this donate button, not this one. It won't do it. There we go. That'll get us out of trouble and we'll be able to skate through December here. Trying to get this guy to come back. That's why we're hurting. But we'll put these guys in, let them come in. Too little entertainment. I got entertainment right there. But that won't work if they don't have too many people. 5 out of 18, so they need these guys. Look, they're all leaving too. Now the water's gone off. Okay, we're in big trouble because we didn't have any food. We still don't have any food. Look, they're all rioting. Nuts. You know, it's funny. I mean, I could start over. There's no problem with that. I like playing the game. I don't mind how many times I might have to do this. It's fine. But I know that once this food comes in, they'll all come back and I'll be fine if I can ride it out. But you know what? It's hard. I'm already struggling, right? Why? I forgot to put the food in like an idiot. I still got another cattle farm I can put in. Dumb. But now I don't have the middle class people, right? So it's no good. Yeah, we'll put it there. There we go. We'll have plenty of meat eventually, but right now we got a whole city in turmoil and in riot. Look at all these guys.
We only want what is right. We yell because silence implies consent. Why must we suffer for the common good? Why must we suffer for the common good? Bad times are upon us.
Look at all these people. Come on, let's get some food. Quick, guys. They're going to kill us all. Okay, here comes some grain. They're going to string me up by my hamstrings and feed me to the lions. All right, vegetables. Okay, we got some food. Oh, governor's sitting there telling his old man tales. Why we starve? Me at the Roscoe. He's sitting there at the Roscoe. He's having a nice dinner and great food, and we're all starving. He doesn't care. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There might be some food. I'm gonna get some. This guy's getting some food. Okay, we might go home. I know. I hate to see my poor plebs.
Power to the people!
Right on, brother.
How much longer will you abuse our patience?
Not much longer. We got some food in here, boys. Don't worry. Here it comes. I forgot to put the fields in. It's all my fault. It's all my fault.
We only want what is right.
Look at this poor suffering guy. He's so upset. Not good. They're also not being paid, so there's that.
Governor, eh? I don't remember voting for you.
Oh, man.
What is there to smile about? We yell because silence implies consent.
Right on.
How much longer will you abuse our patience?
I got the fields. I did it. I got them. Let that be a lesson to you, Caesar 4 fans. Don't forget to feed these guys. But you see, they're coming back. They're coming back. Getting more of these guys. Let's see how our weapons manufacturer is all about. Yes, we may give them some jobs. They're going to like that. Okay, there's an armor factory. And I'm going to go with another one. I know the trade route wants 20. And we're not even going to open that trade route, unfortunately. And we're making a little bit of money off the marble. But we got to make a military. I think I can handle... Can we handle 3 weapons? Let's just go for 2. And see how we're right down here next to this trade port area, because we do sell weapons. Though we won't for a while. We have to get a recruitment post and mess hall. First, we got to feed this city and send these rioters home, huh? Nuts. I'm going to put in another grain farm, our grain field. And a vegetable field, because we're going to be making military guys, so we want plenty of food. Plenty of food. Nuts. So, grain farm, good. And vegetable farm. That's what we put them here. And how are we doing on the rioters? Hello, rioters. I don't see any rioters, do you? Anybody kicking the granary? Nope. Why? Well, they got some food. Now they're all at peace. Isn't that nice? Our middle-class guys have come back. That's nice as well. I would imagine we got a warehouse full of wool down here. So that's our next basic goods we can deal with. So down here, we can start to make some clothes. Then we better check our labor stats, see how we're doing there. But we can sneak in some clothing here. I think they want 40 clothes, but we want some left over for... It's May. I think we can handle this. This is crazy, but I'm going to do it. $700 for clothing. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? They want soldiers already, but that's a request, so as usual, we're going to deny it. Or ignore it. 880 in the hole. We don't have any time or energy for anything. We don't have any darn money. Story of my life. Speaking of the story of my life, we were at the Roscoe, eating when the riots began. So, meet me at the Roscoe. I'm sitting there at the table, eating my ham and cheese omelet. That was the best I ever had in my life. Meet me at the Roscoe, and suddenly this young gentleman comes up to the table and goes over to my twin brother and says, "Are you Jamie Mandelaire?" Which is my name. And Jack, of course, said, "No, but he is." Points across to me. And I look up and I recognize this young man immediately. His name was Michael. And I hadn't seen him in, I don't know, 20 years. When I knew him 20 years ago, he was a client at a crisis mental health counseling center I interned at as a young teen. I'd done a theater presentation at the youth center. I helped to found and run a youth center in my neighborhood. I was the assistant director. It's like my first job, but I mean, I was just a kid. But I was, a very civic-minded kid, and with my best friend, Father Noon, and a couple of teachers and some of the seniors, I was a freshman in high school. Some of the seniors flagged me to help them to convert this old barn in my neighborhood into a youth center. And I did that, and I was right in from the start, so they made me the student director. And I went to meetings and, helped the director. They hired a director. Look at those guys leaving. This is rough. Well, it wasn't easy for the Roman Empire either, in Brittainia. We have to start thinking about something we can do here for the town, for the luxury goods. Look at this. It's got everything in there. It's not supposed to have everything. It's only supposed to have iron. What's the deal? How'd you get everything in there? Look at that. I got no money. I didn't even set this to selling clothing, did I? Wow, this governor is just not with it. I'm going to end up being flying food. There we go. And we'll put some clothing in here. Only need a little wool in there. I don't need that much. Okay. And the overflow going here, they'll end up in the basic goods market eventually. Though it's a long road, they'll get there. Now, where were we over here? Look at that. That's ridiculous. But we do have enough to start a furniture factory, which is very essential. I haven't looked at I don't even want to look at the stats here. Let's do a furniture factory. We got the timber. And we'll do utensils factory. That will quickly evolve our lovely middle-class folks and stop them from leaving. So we'll do that. Where is that? That would be... Put that wall in, you plan that wall, right? And so you got... where you can put stuff. Right? We'll block the wall. It's good to put that in early. Just the plan. I couldn't afford to do the whole wall, but I could afford to put that little bit of a wall in. Okay. So I did a theater performance at the youth center, and these people, older people were there, and they watched. It was something I made up, as a mime piece. And they really liked it, and they talked to me afterwards, and so I was a perceptive lad or whatever. So they offered me an internship. That's wrong. At the counseling center, if I would work the suicide lines at night, the overnight, they would teach me about psychology for free. And they did, and I became a bit of a counselor there and worked with a lot of the outpatient people that came there and learned counseling technique and psychology with some great people. They were older people. They were very creative, beautiful, It was 1973, so they were quite hip and beautiful people, and I learned a lot from them. And I worked with a lot of troubled people, and that became a lifetime of work for me. But this one particular young man was one of these child prodigies. He was like a math and science prodigy. And his name was Mike, and he was one of the patients there. And I counseled him. And one night, he had a freak out where he just went nuts. And I had to restrain him, which means if they're going to be a danger to other people or to themselves, they're going to destroy property, you have to wrestle them, put them down gently and carefully. You're trained to do it. And then you kind of sit on them and hold them down and restrain them, their movements, so they don't hurt anybody. They don't hurt themselves. And so I did that. And he always told me after that the demons that were bothering him in his head, thus the reason why he was at the counseling center and was in the mental health unit at the hospital, was because he felt he was possessed by a demon. But after I restrained him, and you keep them down till they're exhausted, they're not screaming and yelling and trying to hit you anymore. And that's basically it. That's the deal. Look at all this stuff in this warehouse. That's just wrong. Now, I have all this for them to take it. I need a place for iron. I can't really afford to do my little trick. Oh well. We are not doing well in the beginning here. If we don't get some money soon, Caesar's going to be deciding things for us rather quickly. Not too bad. Not too bad. Got plenty of middle-class guys now. 315 upper-class guys we need, but they're bumping up, so that should be doable. I think we got everything going. We just have to get it going. Luxury goods. We got a little bit of luxury goods. They don't need much. Alright. Well, actually, we could probably use this. Watch. Put that down. No. That won't work because I can't erase it. I have to have a warehouse that I can erase. Slowly but surely trying to get everything going here. We don't need this guy now. We got this warehouse full. I like to take out the second marble guy for a while. Caesar will ask for that and I'll have to put it back. But okay, we're selling clothes. I'm trying to wait till the last minute here to bail out the city, save up money. I get paid every month. Let these clothes do their thing here. 11 to 40, so we got plenty we can sell. Come back for one more load. We're selling marble unless they're probably already good. Oh no, they bought some. Good. Now it's December, 522 in the hole. Okay, there's less there. Oh, am I lucky or what? I'm going to donate everything to the city. We'll sell some more clothing, hopefully. In this. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's the ticket. Must have sold some. Yep. Sold the clothes. Phew. Didn't really need to spend my money, but I'm glad we did. I love my city. I think I deserve a standing stone for bailing out the city. They call me mediocre, but I just saved the city, so I'm putting in a standing stone. Some innocuous place. I can't put anything else. How about right there? Yeah, good. Okay, they're starting to evolve. We'll get a few more of those guys. Good. Very good. It's December. We're going to make it through to January, and then we'll open up the final weapons trade port. Sell a bunch of weapons. That'll make our economy robust enough to put the recruitment posted and all that we got to do. There's January. Request for military support's not happening yet. But it's January and we're getting to the hour, so let me go over here. Brittainia wants 20 weapons and 20 armor. I'm going to open up that trade route. Go back into debt again, of course. And Caesar won't like that. But we will quickly get out of debt. put in a trade port, means road access and whatnot, and this and that and the next thing, but I already know that. Okay, and now, see, it's right next door, right? Because I made my weapons over here, unlike the last playthrough when I didn't. So, I'm going to put this down here and sell those weapons. It'll set us back militaristically, but it'll get us out of trouble. Then it'll make us money and we'll be able to recover this difficult start. This is iron, it's not all this stuff. Oh, I see, it's still got a little bit. Oh, okay, well, there. That'll work. All those things were just a little bit, right? Okay, good. Took some wool out of there. We're going to put it in here. Okay, now they'll do it. Because I put it all on 0. Here comes the lovely snowfall. Isn't that nice? Meet me at the Roscoe. There was this guy that believed that I had wrestled a demon out of him. I was dressed as a demon hunter who just helped to vanquish, along with the rest of the troop, Dirkus the demon. And this guy shows up at the Roscoe 20 years after I'd seen him. Now that's synchronicity, and I'm expounding to my brother and my girlfriend and my friends in the car afterwards. After our meal, we got in the car and we're driving out of the parking lot. And I'm expounding about synchronicity and that it means that the universe loves us and appreciates us. Ship it! There goes the timber. Synchronicity is so great because it's hints from eternity that God loves you and is with you and understands what you're going through. You know, on and on and on. So I shouldn't put this stuff in here. What's this? Pottery now? We're putting pottery in here? It's supposed to be pottery. Clay, pottery, none of it. What are you doing? Don't put that in there. You crazy? Look at that. We're in the black already. Isn't that great? Okay, we'll sell that off. Make some money. Now, it's $9,000 to pay off the Britons, so we're not going to be paying them off anytime soon. But we'll get to all that in part 2. Just wanted to tell you that interesting story. We're driving out of the parking lot. I'm expounding on synchronicity. And the car in front of us that we're waiting to leave the parking lot says, "Oh, Jamie." And that's what everybody calls me. My name is, to my friends, I'm Jamie. Oh, Jamie. There it is right there. And everybody was blown away. What could they say? They're like, wow, that's crazy. And synchronicity is crazy. Isn't that great? Okay, well, that'll do it. That'll be my story here for part 1. We got these guys evolving. Everything's looking better. Yes, it was a rough start. I made some stupid errors, but as usual, we turned it around. And now we're having some clothes come in and pottery and everything. We got luxury goods, so nobody's leaving. City walls? Yes. Well, we'll get money enough for that now, selling these weapons. And we'll see in part 2. And we'll build up a military and get ready to make our mark on the world before our security tanks, hopefully. All right, thanks a lot. See ya.